Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included Aquatic Planet Pack where we have everything. Um, Last episode we finished up our oxygen machine here. Um, so we finally got this up. I added in the coolant and we are down to about 26, 27 C within this area here, and with this being cold, it'll cool these as well. This will just take care of all of the heat, and then it'll be pumped out at, like I said, that 26, 27 C. It'll warm up a little out here because it's cooler out here, but it'll then cool this area up as well. Now, the problem with this is warm. So this has heated up the entire area that I was planning on using for the Dreckos. That's a little annoying. However, we do have we do have two more aqua tuners set up here. So I want one that is going to be cooling these, and I want one that is going to be cooling my Drecko ranch. Now there are a lot of pipes here. It's a little bit of spaghetti. We don't like spaghetti too much. We don't like too much spaghetti anyway. And this is a long run of this water, which is kind of unnecessary, but it's okay. We're still getting radiation vomiting from our our shine bug ranch up here, even though this is set to a 1, by the way. This is set to a 1, so they don't have to come up here a lot. Um, but we are just so insanely stonked with rads that it's it's just crazy. Why are we starving? Who's starving and why are we starving? Is there food in the fridge? There's not food in the fridge. Why is there not food in the fridge? Not that. Make sure that we actually have food available to eat. I'm not sure why that wasn't there. Hopefully we'll be able to get some surf and turf up at some point. We need more barbecue. It turns out our pips, they really don't produce that much barbecue. I had to close these walls up because they were laying eggs here, and I didn't want to put an extra auto sweeper to clear off one tile. So we'll just do one less pip at a time, and it'll be completely fine. And now we have a bunch of pip eggs, whereas we just didn't have any initially. So, I mean, we're doing perfectly fine with that. I did also add some stuff here as well, so that we can automatically deliver the meal wood when it pops, or the meal lice when it pops. Um, so this will be much simpler for the dupes. And also, this one will deliver some of the dirt, so that'll help a little as well. Alright. So let's start setting up this Drecko ranch. Alright, let's get this started, because this is going to be a lot of work. What I might actually do also is I might pull some of this liquid over. I think if I plant the mealwood now, it just like explodes. Not like literally, but this does need. See, this needs automation. I can put automation on these guys? Holy moly. Oh, I don't need that there. What am I doing? So if I'm not mistaken, this needs to connect to here. And then what we can have is this critter sensor here, can connect to this, just to say whether we even need it or not. Um, which should just be fine. These will likely all be mealwood because, I mean, Dreckos are cool, but, I mean, we don't need them that much. Pop this here. Pop this here. And then this will have water in it. And what this will have is this will be, let's see, this will come through here. I guess we can just kind of no, not there. That's one too far down. It's gonna be hard for them to build it. They should be able to build this. It's gonna be a pain for them to build this, but it's okay. We'll have to make sure we... Hold on. Let's not do it that way. Let's do it... I don't know why we would need to wrap around the bottom anyway. Let's do from the top, I think. Because what I can do is I can do this. It's going to come from this. And the same with this one. Where are we going to put this? So we're going to have auto sweepers here and an auto sweeper here. And so we should be able to just put this right above. So like here, I think. Right? Does it have to be like that? Like that. Because like I said, this auto sweeper should be able to see that. That. Don't have one here, have one here. And the problem is this needs to go through. It needs to go through this one before it comes here is the problem. So it will look a little weird. So we'll have to come into this one first. And then it'll go here. Because if this is open, if we don't have enough critters in here, make sure that's clipped and that's not connected. Same way with this one. This feels so far away compared to this one. It's a little odd, but that's okay. Alright, that should be good. And then, like I said, it'll connect to this, and then this will spit this out into some water. Which I will need to figure out how to attach. It can actually be any kind of liquid, right? I mean, we don't want them to go in these corners, so what I will do is I will do this, and this, and then of course we will need, for these locks, we will deconstruct all of those as well in due time, but this has started steaming quite nicely. It is not quite up to the 125 that we need it to be. The problem though is this overheats at 125, so it's a little scary. So we will see how that goes momentarily. Oh man, we just gotta get all this built. It's gonna be This is where all the extra eggs are gonna go. Sorry, I don't know if I explained that. Good old Drecko ranching. Let's just do saltwater, I guess. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted, but hey, it works. I think that should be exactly what we need. You don't need a lot, I know. Might even actually be able to just kind of mop this up and it should be good. Oh. Is that enough now? I think so. We are going to have to vacuum this room out as well. Vacuum all of this out. I will go ahead and actually set that up because, you know. And let's see, how much is on this line? 840. We'll be okay. I just vacuum it out, and then we'll put some, then we'll put hydrogen in there. And we can only have 8 Dreckos per branch. Is that enough to keep them out? That might be enough to keep them out. I'm not really sure. Hassan? Buddy? Deconstruct this, I guess? There we go. Promise I wasn't trying to bully Hassan. I always end up having to do this because I don't build in piers like I'm supposed to. I try to think up the entire thing and then outline the whole thing. Which is not the way you're supposed to do it. I completely understand. Then we can put in our auto supers. There we go. This should be okay. Get that deconstructed. I'm still building everything with coquina, and I do not mean to. Or these tiles, at least, I keep building with coquina. I'm not sure it really matters, but... So I am actually going to need to... This is the in, this is the out. Oh man, this piping is going to be such a pain in the butt. It should be okay though. Alright, there we go. Let's make sure that all, oh, well, that's fine too. Let me make sure that all of this is insulated because it's outside of the room. We'll take this and bring it back just like that. There we go. That should do perfectly. And then we'll just want to keep it at 30 degrees. There's a lot for them to work on, I know. Alright, we are finally almost done with this. We're just getting this guy vacuumed out. And that'll be the last bit of this build. All this guy needs is pressure now. The temperature has come down. We were able to get this started. Now this is overheating. We were able to change one of the aqua tuners to steel, but we haven't changed the other ones yet. We are getting steel going. I'm just stealing from this pool because we don't actually need it for the fertilizer synthesizer anymore. I'm just using it to make some steel real quick. Just because we need it. It is heating up this area down here. But it shouldn't affect this water too awful much as long as it doesn't touch it directly. Now, I do want to work on getting down here to Minnow. I do want to work on getting down here to Minnow, who is... Where's Minnow at? Am I crazy? Oh, she's over here. Way over here. She's past the oil biome. Let's try not to dig up any of these plants because they do have plastic. There is another polluted brine geyser, so we have two of them here, which is good. Polluted brine is something we can kind of harvest. It's at 95 C though, that's pretty hot. Man, how we doing? We're almost completely done with this. The funny thing is we're going to have to add more CO2 anyway, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and grab this printer pod real quick. I think I am... Oh, we don't want to fly. Jalen. This guy's not terrible. Man, can't do building errands is kind of bad, though. Let's just grab Clapham Seed. We don't really need any of those dupes. At this point, we don't really need to grab dupes unless they're good dupes anyway. We're doing good on food. We're doing good on everything else, so we don't really need the... we don't really need more crutches. I'm gonna dump some brine in here so this thing doesn't get quite as hot as fast. We can just get all the pea oxygen out, that'd be perfect, but it has shuffled this direction. Will it move this way if I... No, it's just gonna stay on top. That's okay. We will completely vacuum it out if we have to. It's not a big deal. We are radiation bombing again. Yeah, the only factor that's going to be a problem here is going to be data banks. Like, that's going to be it. I think this will work out to where this should just kind of lock instead of actually causing too many problems here. Yeah, this shouldn't continue to flow over. We got an achievement. Look at that. What do we get? Slick, because we went to the oil biome. Perfect. Nice. And I think what we'll do is we will pitcher pump, take a fancy pitcher pump, plop it right there, and then we'll be able to do liquid locks as we please. Mop that up, that's fine with me. This might actually come over. Maybe? I don't need that. Do just a regular tile. I don't think this will flow over, but it might. I want to relocate this. Put this bad boy to here. We are alright, that is a vacuum. Beautiful. And then we have our dirt. We have our dirt being distributed so that these guys can just add the dirt in. And let's see, we can go ahead and put this here. I will put a pump here. We'll get some hydrogen in here. Then all we really need is shouldn't really have any of that happening, but should be an 8. Oh, we're so close. So close to being done with this. Oh, this build has actually taken quite a while. Whereas it's okay, it's just one of those things where you're like, oh man. I will let this mostly fully disperse. We almost out over here? No. Oh no, we still have 230 kilograms. We are perfectly fine. Let this all spread out. And then we need, let's see, we need about 1,000 kilograms of CO2. something kind of funny here, but I just have to get these emptied. Don't really want there to be a bunch of polluted oxygen in there mixed with the hydrogen gas and CO2. I only want the two so that it stays consistent. That is kind of just the big thing. We want it to stay consistent. Also think I would prefer these to be airflow tiles so that the CO2 can spread over this way. Is our priority 9? Oh, I am gonna have to... Actually, might have to put one over here too, huh? Go. Get all those little pockets going down. Okay, that should just be consistent now. I'm going to make this a priority of 7 since these are growing now. And then we want to wrangle these bad boys. Okay, we did set it up to be a 9. Get them delivered, boys. Click this. Deconstruct that. So the only space that has the CO2 is this bottom tile consistently. It is flashing a little bit here, but it's okay. That's not going to hurt anything. And then we just want to do that again with this side, which somehow has some polluted oxygen here. No. It'll be okay. I'm just not going to look at it. It'll just bother me a little. Did we not bring them in? Bring them in, boys. What are we doing? Get that armed. Just need to make sure all of this is emptied. I think I might need another one here. Perfect. This is all cleaned out. We have a little bit down here already. We likely won't need all of this. Alright, we probably don't need all of that. This should fall down here. Some of it went this way. That's okay. Should be enough to fill this bottom piece. Maybe I need a couple more packets. No, we're good. We are absolutely fine. So this side's good, this side's good. We're gonna make it happen. So we now have Dreckos. Easy peasy. Just like that. We now have Drecko ranches set up. This ranch we need to fix real quick. For some reason it's still 2 tiles too big. I'm not exactly sure how I managed to do that, but it's most certainly interesting. This all should stay around 20-25 degrees. This guy is going to overheat soon. Beautiful. This will be great. And this will probably be for regular Dreckos, and this will probably be for glossy Dreckos. Just as kind of a basis for it. Can we refine galena into lead? We can refine galena to lead. Now, can we refine it in this? We can. Interesting. But we can upgrade our all of our wires with the lead. Lead's really good for that. Another blueprint. Anemic, kinda raw, flatulent, really bad. Decreased strength is also really bad. Just grab some flashlights. Lord. That's also really cool. Is I can do this. And none of this temp should leak out. Because it's leaking out now. Yeah, this needs to be changed too. That's okay. And then what we need to do here is we just need to go just like that. I could have put these 2 tiles literally anywhere, but I figured that'd be good enough. And so the way this is set up, it forces these Dreckos to stay within this area. Okay, They won't go this way because there's water. They won't go this way because there's water. Okay, they're forced to stay in this little T, so it'll make it easier for us when we ranch them. Have we came to groom them? We have come to groom them already. How's our scale growth? It's at 95. So I don't think they start off at 100 anymore. So this might not matter at all. Because I think it only grows if they're happy. So, I'm not entirely sure. And then dirt's being delivered by these guys. So this is all automated. The only thing that needs to be done is we have to groom them. This even picks up the meat, which we actually need to attach now. This is our meat line. Okay. This should work just fine. Hopefully in the next, couple cycles we'll be able to see these guys reproduce like we want them to, and then we'll start rolling in with the plastic. This is just gonna take a bit of time, honestly. But I think with us changing all of these to steel, which this should be on the way to be changed to steel. I thought I had changed it, my bad. This is now steel, this is now steel. All of these are going to be steel. Uh-oh. Oh, we might have pulled out that last pocket of oxygen. Oops. It's kind of funny. It's okay. Now that we have these all changed to steel, we don't have to worry about them exploding on us, which was kind of the worry before. I would like to add more water into this as well, so I might do that. Do it just like that. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. This is the Drecko build. I mean, like I said, we'll have one side for regular Dreckos, one side for glossy Dreckos, and they'll kind of bring us in both reed fiber and plastic. I could do a whole nother one below it, which I might end up doing. Anyway. I'd have to move this again, but it'd be okay. I could always move it over here or something like that. Not a big deal. We got another achievement apparently, which is really cool. 1 year to be exact. We hit 365. Beautiful. So we got a couple achievements in this video. We got our Drecko ranches set up, and hopefully plastic will be flowing in. We are also going to get plastic from... Where are these new plants at? We're also going to get plastic from these new plants, these little tubulas. We actually have access to a bit of it now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have access to 400, so we have access to these two. We can get access to more. There's probably more down here and over here. Yeah, there's a significant amount of, there's 1400, 1200, 12, okay. So there's a ton over here in these tiles. Apparently this needed to be a different material. Oops. What do you overheat at? What's your overheat temp? 70, what? It's 73 in this wall. Oh, it's 77 over here. Okay. Excuse me. We'll change this to granite. Well, basalt, actually. Basalt is around, so we might as well do that. Oh, it has mixed as well. Shoot, I was hoping it wouldn't mix, but it's okay. And there's the core. That's it. That's the bottom of the map right there, because that has to be the core. I don't know how deep the core is, but it's not likely to be that deep. Man, I can't believe we haven't even discovered half the map yet. I think the next episode is going to be just digging out the map. getting things situated. Like I said, I might put another Dreco wrench in, but I doubt it. It would be better for meat. It would be better for more plastic, of course. But you know, we'll see. Do plastic and reed fiber here, and then that'll send all of these. That'll send all of these over here anyhow. No, you can see this. Yeah, maybe we don't check that one. Shoot. I was hoping I could automate that, but that's okay. But, alright, that's going to be it for me, guys. Dreco Ranch completed. We've started swapping to steel, which is fantastic. Um, like I said, we'll probably focus more on digging out the map next episode, and I might set up an actual metal refinery. Setup rather than just kind of a half-assed one. So yeah, that'll be it for me, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.